Hello friends, welcome to Vlogmas-ish part 6. My name is Angela and all the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. And this is part of my Vlogmas-ish series where I'm just trying to vlog a little bit every day throughout December, as is tradition here on YouTube. Apologies for the slightly gloomy and slightly choppy start to this video. It's another one where I thought before I started editing that I'd squeeze an extra day into Vlogmas. So the footage you're about to see is from Tuesday, I think. I've lost track of all time. And I'm recording this intro on Thursday because, yeah, I thought Tuesday was going to slot onto the end of the last video. But anyway, let me pass you on. Let's stop waffling and I can get back to my cup of tea, and I'll pass you over to Ange from a couple of days ago. Anyway, welcome to my Tuesday. I'm at home today. I'm getting a little bit of a later start to my day. I've done a couple of bits of Yarn and Yarns things. Yarn and Yarns is fairly quiet at the moment, so in some ways that's quite nice. Obviously not great for the bank balance, but in terms of me being able to get some rest and re-energise, it's good. I'm feeling a little bit stiff today, I have to be honest. Some days when I'm working at Waterstones, I've kind of got used to the standing on my feet for 7.5 hours a day. But the job that I do in particular, I'm in the sort of goods in stock control area. So I'm lifting and unpacking large boxes of quite heavy books all day, which I love because I love seeing all the new stuff that's coming in. But some parts of that job are physically harder than others. And yesterday I was on what to me is the most physically hard part of the job, and I was doing it all day. So I am really stiff today. So much lifting. So yeah, between easing my achy old body out of bed and doing a little bit of work, it's now almost lunchtime. But I do have hopefully the rest of the day to myself, and so I'm going to have a little bit of a catch up on some of my creative projects. I might even put a movie on and just relax, although I need to get some stuff done around the house as well. There's always stuff to do around the house though, isn't there? Always. As a consequence, I didn't actually do much crafting yesterday. I really was worn out when I got home. The only thing I did do was my crochet squares, although I have got 3 completed squares. Let's dig them out of the bag. So, oops, trying to balance my crochet hook on my knee. 1, 2 and 3. I didn't obviously manage to do crochet on the way in yesterday because I was on the bus, and actually I got the bus home as well because by the time I'd had a little walk around that castle, the timings were such that the bus was leaving before the train. So anyway, I also managed to almost finish the 4th square, but I think I worked it out, I've got like 5 trebles left to do in this square and my yarn's run out. And there's nothing quite the same in my little basket of leftovers from the previous squares that I've done for this advent blanket from my advent minis. But I know that I've knit with this yarn before, so I'm going to have a little look in my scrap basket to see if I've got any of this left in scraps. If not, I'm looking for a green or even a bit of red. I think that might be quite fun because there's a teeny tiny little bit of red there. I think maybe a little splash of red to finish that off would be quite fun too. For the first day in December, I did not start my advent spin, not even 15 minutes, because my free spindles were up here in the craft attic and really I just could not bring myself to walk up here, which I know sounds really lazy, but the steps up to the craft attic are reasonably steep, and when you've been on your feet all day, just sometimes even a small flight of stairs becomes a barrier. So yeah, I'm going to take a couple of spindles down with me today and I will get caught up and get started on yesterday's advent spin as well as today's. I do want to share with you something really special that arrived in the post yesterday when I got home from work. I had a little package from one of our community members. I won't mention a name just in case they don't want me to share, but they sent me a Christmas card, and also they've made me this cute little cat. And not only obviously is it a sweet little ginger cat, but the extra special thing is all the yarns in this little ornament are made from fibre that this person got from the Yarn and Yarns fibre clubs and spun up, and then knitted this super adorable little Newt the second, Newt Junior, which I was so touched by. So thank you so much for this kind gift. Okay, advent time. So I've got my yarn advent vest. Look at this cute little Santa on the front of this. This is the last package from Jeanette. So let's have a peek inside and see what we've got. Ah, there's a really cute notepad in here which says never stop dreaming. That's super cute. And then the yarn, which I am managing to unravel as I pull it out of the bag. Let's neaten that up again. Another lovely colourful one with some pink, some yellow, blue, green, purple. I think that's going to make some really fun squares, so I shall look forward to crocheting that up this afternoon, and then I'll have 3 lots of squares again to join. So yeah, I think I'm going to concentrate on catching up with my advent makes, my spinning and my crochet, and then if I get time, hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of knitting on my Varia mitts, since picking those as the project that I want to kind of work on next. I've only managed to knit a couple of rows, so yeah, I think a nice cosy afternoon of crafting is definitely on the cards. So I have my fibre advent. Oh, this one's already popped open a little bit, probably got squished in the bag. Yeah, the packaging has split, so I won't be able to do my usual reveal to you, but I do have in here a lovely tea. I'm going to make, I never got around to making either of those hot chocolates at the weekend, so I'm definitely making a hot chocolate today. Another one of those lovely caramel sweets that I've been enjoying. And of course the main event is the fibre mix of Hebridean and Suffolk, a 50-50 blend. And the Suffolk has been suint washed, so Lisa's put a note on the bottom saying quite greasy, which makes me chuckle. Smells good, smells super cheapy, and look at that beautiful blend. It's a really sort of deep grey with a much lighter grey overtone, so I think that's going to make for some more beautiful yarn, and I shall look forward to popping that on a spindle this afternoon as well. Look at me, I'm going to crochet, I'm going to spin, I'm going to knit, I'm going to make hot chocolate, I'm going to watch movies. Let's see if that happens.
The end of the year, everywhere on TV, couples and Christmas trees, gift wrapping and cheer. Just the worst time to be with someone special. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and
I've just been spending some time wrapping this little pile of gifts, mostly for James's mum and dad, and I thought I was done. And then it suddenly occurred to me that I'd totally forgotten that back in July I made both mum and dad a pair of socks each. So yeah, it's good to be prepared on the gift knitting, but only good if you remember that you've actually done it. So yeah, I just need to wrap these 2 pairs of socks. These are for Dad, from the Regia Perfect. The red from my wrapping paper is reflecting, making the colours look a bit weird, and this is the pair that I knit for Mum. It's so cold today, so I have got the fire going again, and just behind me you can see I have spent some time crocheting up one of the squares, and I'm currently working on yesterday's from the West Yorkshire Spinners. I managed to find a little scrap, not of the Hollyberry colourway in my leftovers, but I think it was the Bullfinch colourway, but the red's very similar, so managed to finish that off. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on with my cup of tea by the fire, trying to stay warm. Good morning, lovelies. Welcome to my Wednesday. It's been a Yarn and Yarns work morning this morning. I'm still going. I've just been editing the Vlogmas-ish video, which I thought was going to be another 3-day vlog, but ended up just being 2 days again. So I will have to start editing the next one and see what I can do about sorting out the intro. The problem is I talk too much, and I end up filling up my sort of 25-30 minute slot, quicker than I think. Anyway, I've got a couple of Yarn and Yarns orders to pack while I'm waiting for my vlog to sort of amalgamate, and then I can get it uploading to YouTube, and I want to get it uploading and then leave the house, if that makes any sense. So I've got some orders to pack and take out, some errands to run, and then the rest of the day should be mine. And I plan on knitting and spinning and, of course, opening my advents. So let's get on with it.
Snowflakes in my hair, carols playing in the air. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights. Red bow in my hair, sleigh bells.
It is eye-wateringly cold today, but my errands are done and it's dry and it's bright. So, you know, I'm not going to resist extending my errand trip and having a nice little walk and getting some fresh air. I've come down to the pier. It's around about 0 degrees, but it feels like -8 with the wind chill, according to the weather app, and I can definitely attest to that. I was hoping to open my advents on the beach, but the wind is like whipping down the beach, and I don't think my hands are up to that. So I've come onto the pier and I'm sat on one of the sheltered benches, and I'm going to pop my tripod up. It's not going to be the best angle, but we'll open some advents and then we'll get home, make a hot chocolate and get warm. I didn't bring my tea advent with me. I completely forgot, but that's probably the least interesting from your perspective if you're here for the crafting. I do have my first package from Zoe to open, which is super exciting. She'll have a little peek-see in here, see what yarn we have. Ooh, look at that, a gorgeous blue, and that seems perfect for today. And there's a quality street in here as well. Yummy. I can enjoy that when I get home. Thank you so much, Zoe. I shall look forward to crocheting this up this afternoon at some point, or this evening. And then day 14, upside down, day 14, on my fibre advent. This package feels quite heavy, so there must be some kind of treat in here, because I don't think my fibre would feel that heavy. 20 grams of fibre does not feel like this. So let's unwrap and take a peek. Wow, oh my goodness, wow, look at that. That is a colour explosion today, perfect for this grey day. And yes, so many treats in here. So there is a beautiful bar of soap, and I know that Lisa makes her own soap, so I'm assuming this is one that Lisa made. Smells delicious. Got a tea, 3 mint, a Bounty, yum yum, and the fibre. Look at that, it's a rainbow riot of colours. That is going to be so much fun to spin. And it says mystery wool on there. Look at that, wow. Perfect to cheer me up on this grey day. Can't wait to get that onto a spindle. I need to get my e-spinner project done because my spindles are rapidly filling up. I've only got a couple left now. So I need to get plying those first 3 that I finished to free up my spindles again. Otherwise I'm gonna come a cropper with my 15 minutes a day on the fibre of the day. I've been joined by some pigeons in this little nook. Let me see if I can turn you around. They're obviously super interested in why there's a weird human chatting to herself in the corner.
The only thing I'm missing is you. Stockings on fireplace, but in my living room, a single one with my name, knit sweaters and lace. Dressed up alone on the couch during cold winter days. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and mittens, working together at home. I like the movies when
home and I finally got my hot chocolate. I've been talking about having this hot chocolate all weekend and never quite got round to it. So my cup's a little bit messy because I decided to shave. Grate, not shave, grate a little bit of chocolate on top of my marshmallows. So good. And the chocolate went everywhere. So I'm going to settle in for a nice cosy afternoon. The temptation is for me to start on my Advent projects straight away. So my crochet for the day, my spinning for the day. But I know that takes up most of my afternoon if I start it. So I'm going to save that for this evening. I've been managing to keep up reasonably well. Caught up with my spinning yesterday and I'll check in with you about that soon. Maybe in the next vlog. I'm not sure what I have time for. But this afternoon I would really like to put in some rows on my Varia mitts. Is the sort of current project on my hit list of things that I'd like to work through in December, and haven't really tackled those in the last couple of days since I finished the Ultra, so it would be nice to start ploughing through the colour work on the second mitt, and I could really do with another pair of fingerless mitts. Also, the one thing that I desperately need to make some progress on is the current spin that I have on my e-spinner. So picking up my e-spinner awkwardly, of course the arms are in the wrong place. I'm working my way through, thanks to the lovely community over on Patreon who voted for this spin. I've been trying to put up some polls over there regularly for things on my spinning cart and getting the community over on Patreon to help me choose my next spin, and this is the one that they chose for me back in November. Obviously we're a good portion through December and I haven't finished this yet. I'm about a third of the way through the braid. This is from Hilltop Cloud and it's a mix of Corriedale, yak and rose fibre, and I want to make some inroads into this braid because I need my e-spinner to start plying up the singles that I've been spinning for my Advent. I'm rapidly running out of spindles now. I've only got a couple left, and yes, I could easily wind off my singles and have them hanging around waiting to be plied, but it would be nice to get them off the spindles and plied sooner rather than later, because if you've watched the channel for any length of time you'll know that I'm very good at procrastinating when it comes to my plying. So I'd like to make some good inroads into this spin this afternoon as well. So yeah, I'm going to do those. I'm going to probably pop on a Christmas movie. The other thing that I'd like to do is finish reading my book. I love working at a bookshop, and I'm going to be sad when my contract comes to an end in a couple of weeks' time, because it's really fun just handling all of the lovely new editions of books and also just chatting to colleagues about books. And I was chatting to one of my, I shouldn't say it, but one of my favourite colleagues. His name is Jordan, and we discovered we had a mutual love for the book A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, which is just a heartbreaking little book. And Jordan said to me, had I read Patrick Ness's other book, And the Ocean Was the Sky? And I said I hadn't, and he lent me his copy. It's a beautiful illustrated edition, and it's kind of a retelling of Moby Dick from a whale's perspective, so it's really interesting, and I'd really like to get this finished today so I can give it back to Jordan tomorrow, because I've had it for a couple of weeks, and it's quite a quick read because the writing is reasonably big, and it's, as I say, there's quite a few illustrations in here, so I'd like to crack on with that this afternoon as well. So lots to do. I guess we shall see what I manage to get done. I've put some new pyjama bottoms on so I'm all cozy and yeah, just ready to settle in for an afternoon of crafting and reading. What could be better than that? Oh, and hot chocolate. Shall I leave that in? Probably, you know me. Oh dear, marshmallow stuck to my lip. Classy. Right, let's get crafting.
Dreaming away in the waiting every holiday till the day I can say I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, snowflakes in my hair, carols playing in the air. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, red bow in my hair, sleigh bells in the air. The only thing I'm missing is you. The only
Hey, welcome to my Thursday. It is the 15th today and it's another out of the house work day for me. So I am getting ready to leave. I've only got a few minutes really before I head out the door, but of course I have time to open my advents before I leave. I did realise yesterday I totally forgot to look at my tea. I got so excited about making hot chocolate and all of that good stuff that and enjoying my walk to the beach and all that good stuff, but I totally forgot to open my tea calendar. So yesterday was birthday cake, which is a blend of vanilla sponge, sweet icing and sprinkles, so I look forward to trying that one. And then today, actually I could have done with this, is morning kick. Could have done with this 20 minutes ago when I was making my tea. It is energising lemon and ginger, which just sounds amazing. So I shall look forward to tucking into those. Let's start with Lisa's fibre advent today. You might have seen from the footage that I posted of yesterday that I had a fire going, and we are totally out of like the little fire lighters that we usually use to start the fire. So I actually used some of the paper that Newt's been playing with to start my fire yesterday. So she might be grateful. I'm glancing over there because I can see her ears twitching as soon as I mentioned her name. She's asleep in a pile of blankets. But anyway, Newt might be grateful for a new piece of paper because some of hers went missing yesterday. So we have some beautiful natural fibre today. That looks super lovely. So what have we got? It is, oh, Scottish blackface from North Uist. There's a little note on there saying, so hairy. I'm not sure if that's a commentary on me or on the fibre. It is winter, you know, who can be bothered to shave? Right, there's also some tea, moving quickly on, and a caramel sweet. So I shall enjoy starting that. Scottish blackface, that's going to be really fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spinning this up. Not a breed that I've tried, other than I think there was some Scottish blackface in one of the blends that Lisa has previously given me in this advent, but I've never spun it by itself. I believe I got a little bit of Scottish blackface fleece in my advent swap calendar with Lisa last year, but I still haven't actually spun through those. A lot of those quantities were raw fleece, and I did a few back in Christmas in July when I did that, but I haven't had a chance to play with all of those yet. So that's going to be fun for me, and that might in turn spur me on to do my own fibre prep, because I think, if I remember rightly, I was intending to try and comb my quantity of blackface, so it'd be quite an interesting comparison to see how it spins up combed and how it spins up in effect carded on the drum carder. So yeah, that might actually be a fun experimental video to do. So perhaps I might actually, rather than do my sort of start this and do my 15-minute spin a day, I might save this one and just go back and catch up on some of my one of my previous spins. Yeah, save this for a video where I do a combed prep and a carded prep and see what I think. Maybe I'll have a think about that while I'm at work. Okay, yarn advent today is another package from Zoe. So let's crack into this. These are so well wrapped. Okay, let's do the reveal together if we can. Ooh, oh, that's gorgeous. That is a bluey purple with a little bit of sparkle. So that is going to be lovely to crochet up, and there is also another yummy chocolate in there too. I didn't actually crochet any of yesterday's skein because I was busy knitting and spinning, but I'll catch you up with where I'm at with some of my projects tomorrow. I've got another day at home tomorrow, so my out of the house work week's a bit bitty this week. I did Monday, then I'm doing Thursday, and then I've got a day off tomorrow, and then I'm back in on Saturday for a day. So yeah, and next week is a total opposite because I'm doing 3 days in a row. So yeah, anyway, waffling, needs to stop, need to turn the camera off, need to get my derriere out of the door. Thank you, Lisa and Zoe, for another wonderful day of Advents. I'm going to wrap this vlog up here today. It's actually the beginning of my Friday. It's dawned a really, really cold, but actually you can probably see from the shadows behind me, there's some sunshine out there. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get out and run some errands, go to the post office and get my day going, and I'll do my advents and things when I get back, but you will see that in the next video. So thank you so much as always for being here, for watching, for leaving all of your beautiful comments. I also did want to say thank you to one of our lovely community members who donated a coffee for me, and that's so much appreciated, so thank you so much for that. I don't think I've really mentioned coffee, maybe Patreon earlier on in this video, but yeah, if you have been enjoying the content and you did want to support me to help me put aside the time that it takes to record these and get them edited and uploaded, there's a link where you can donate a coffee below, or you can sign up to become a regular supporter of the podcast by joining the Patreon community. And I post extra videos and extra content over on Patreon in return for that support. Anyway, I need to get on and get my day going, get the next vlog going. So yeah, I hope you will join me in a couple of days' time for the next one. But until we do get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you've been up to in the last few days, what you've been working on, whether you've been out and about doing anything festive. And in the meantime, great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now. Bye.